Hey, welcome back, folks. Jayborino here, continuing Command & Conquer Generals. We're on China Mission 3.
General, we have a most critical situation. Another terror cell has infested the area surrounding the Three Gorges Dam. Enemy reinforcements now threaten our own valiant troops, including our agent, codenamed Black Lotus. Use any means necessary to halt this GLA advance and annihilate their soldiers.
Drown the GLA forces. Drown them! Does it mean like drown them in Chinese troops, or literally drown them because there's a dam?
Everyone attack! GLA forces have reached the base.
They will pay for this!
All forces, regroup at the command center.
The base is lost. All forces retreat to the dam. I have a plan.
Is that Black Lotus running away? She had a cool headset in her picture on the loading screen.
Destroy the dam. Flooding the valley is the only way we can stop the GLA now. Hurry before the forces escape.
Okay, so we're literally flooding them with water. All right. Destroy the dam. We also can build. I guess we should do that right away then. Yeah, grab all this stuff. Where is the dam? Here's the river. There's the dam. Okay. Get over there. We're going to blow that up first. That's going to be the first thing we do is blow that up. We started with a bunker here.
Give me a job.
There's Black Lotus.
Quickly.
What can you do? Capture building? That's nice. We won't have to research it because she can do it. Vehicle hack and then cash hack. Steal cash from targeted enemy supply center. Huh. Okay. Wow, we destroyed the dam. Mission objective complete. You won. You are victorious. See you next time. Bye.
It was a terrible fight. That's
GLA forces spotted across the river.
With the dam broken, the water level is dropping. If the water drops enough, they'll be able to cross.
We need to build up more forces before the GLA cross the river.
Let's build.
Where can they cross from? Next thing we need is a nuclear plant.
That's a good choice.
Well, we don't have a mini-map. Do we need to build? Well, yeah, okay, so we'll do that. Where could they cross, if they can cross? I think it's here because this is the bridge that was highlighted, so it's probably this. So let's go ahead and move our units.
Everything ready here.
We also have a bunker down here, which makes me wonder if we're going to be able to do this. We have a troop transport. All right, here comes some enemies. Can we lay down that wall of flame?
I will leave a dark cloud.
How is this? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's working. Cool. Okay. Well, that is ridiculous how much that does. What else can we do? We need a barracks, right? Actually, no. We need a supply center. That's you. Let's just build it. I wonder if you build it too close, you might have pathing problems. So that's why I'm going to be extra careful there. Let's just destroy this. Don't get run over. You're gonna get run over. Oh my god. That's classic Command & Conquer, getting run over. Maybe we can repair this. Actually, I don't think they can even come from this direction anymore. I don't think so. Let's grab a second supply truck, and then we can have two. Now we need a barracks. Is it B?
Nice location.
I just hit B and hit click build. I assume that's it. So these troop transports, I'm trying to understand in what situations troop transports would be worth it, especially in a single-player context. I mean, your infantry is very exposed, but if they're in troop transports, they can't really do anything else. I figured we'd explore a little bit because people have been getting on my case about capturing buildings, and we've actually found two right away. I wonder if we could capture this. That would be great.
We have plenty of seats.
Can we?
Let's build.
Nice. Okay, so now we have a second dozer. Let's grab a bunker over here.
That's a good choice.
And move all my units up in this direction. Then we need a war factory or center or war factory for tanks. And we can start getting upgrades. So where is
That's right.
since we don't want to have to research the building capture, what we can do is come on over here and capture these two. So this is the oil derrick, which we've seen before.
Is it clear? Their building can be our own.
So this is for money, I believe. Yeah, additional funds. And then this,
Build orders complete, sir.
capture to reduce the cost of vehicles. That's actually really nice. Okay, so let's load some of these guys in. Well, once this is done.
China has been generous.
Okay, cool. And then also those Gatling cannons can shoot
The GLA will be
ground
able to cross the river
units,
through.
as we've
Let's prepare a
as
warm
someone has
welcome
told me.
for
So
them.
let's put some rocket troops in here, tank hunters, if you will.
We will station there. The People's Army.
Okay, there we go. So they're loaded up, and we have our points, which I think I'm gonna go ahead and do. Cluster mines. Yeah, sure. Let's try cluster mines, and then I don't really care that much about the Red Guard training or the emergency repair. Basically, level 1 for Red Guards basically just means a little increased health, and they're probably just going to get run over anyway, so I figured let's try these cluster mines. Let's do this. Let's see what happens. Do I have to... Oh, okay, there we go. There's the plane. I'm like, how long is this going to take? Okay, so that might stop them from crossing the river. We've also got our bunker set up here. We've got a barracks, and then a war
The water
factory.
level has dropped. The GLA are crossing the river.
Give me a job.
Let's go ahead and capture this
Their
one.
buildings can be in and out.
And then we got this troop transport, which I'm not really sure what to do with. Let's see how these mines... Okay, yeah, the mines appear fairly effective. Our bunker's going to get repaired, and here comes a boatload of stuff, though, across the river. Setting up one of those Gatling cannons... see, that's really expensive. I didn't realize that these seem really good, but they're really expensive. We can make an airfield now. Let's move these guys up and protect us, because my bunker... I mean, the bunker should be good enough, because these are just infantry troops. Where's my dragon tank? This would have been really good. Just lay down a wall of fire here. It seems like the dragon tank has to get really, really close, though, to start the wall of fire. So that's kind of dangerous. I want to try to see what we can do with an airfield. I wonder what this opens up. I mean, obviously planes, but what are the options? I'm also curious. Okay, so you can't use this in... You can use it in the fog of war, but you can't use it in total darkness. Interesting. Okay, we have a lot of money. I should start researching stuff. Chain guns, 25% more damage. So flame and Gatling weapons. I guess let's get both of those because they're very expensive. And then to follow up, we'll build more Battle Masters and Gatling tanks. Other than the... I was thinking, like, that's the other thing. I'm getting used to the cost of a lot of stuff here. So, like, bunkers are cheap. Gatling cannons are really expensive. War factories, so our production structures are actually very pricey, so it's not worth getting multiple structures, I don't think. I think we're good with 2 trucks here. Is this properly returning? I know that's what we're doing.
Need a transfer.
Okay. Black Lotus looking good with your red lipstick headset combo.
Quickly.
Looking good.
Got it.
I guess we could keep looking. Let's just use the troop transport, and I'm just waiting for the airfield. So how does this work? Strong versus tanks and light vehicles, weak versus missile-armed infantry and anti-air defenses. Creates a firestorm in large groups. See, those are pricey. It looks like we can have a max of 4. I just spammed it because I was curious to know if it... I assume like they start landed and then you send them on bombing runs, perhaps, or like napalm runs. So I think that the black napalm will benefit the MiGs, if I understand this correctly. So for now, I'm just gonna hang out in my side of the world here. We could come over and we could garrison up this. We could garrison up this building. And now we're just gonna make some tanks. So the Gatling tanks, there's an overlap with the Gatling tanks and the flame tanks. I mean, the flame tanks are better area of effect, but at the same time, the Gatling tanks are very good against infantry. So, okay, so we have MiGs. And again, one bunker keeps us relatively safe here. So, at the very least, this feels sort of like the training wheels have come off. They're just like, okay, here's your tech tree, go for it, try stuff out. So how's this gonna work? We take hit, we launch the MiG. There we go.
Lost.
Guard air. Guard, so we can attack move with the MiG. What if we just attack down in this direction? One thing I'm trying to get out of the habit of is you can't attack move.
We defend China's airspace.
Wait. They're garrisoned in here. Try this. Okay. And then it looks like it leaves a trail of fire. And then he goes back to repair. Okay, so what if we head out over here and just attack move down in this direction? Yeah, see, there's the black napalm. So guard air, guard, attack move. Interesting.
General, the GLA supply pile is sitting in the middle of the town. If we can cut them off from their supplies, they will be unable to continue the fight.
Okay, so we have to find their supplies and destroy them. And then, so the MiGs land.
We defend China's airspace.
They get repaired up, and I guess they have to reload and rearm and such. So, Mr. Dozer, come on over here and repair. Let's just build a lot of tank hunters and red guard, and then really just battle masters. We have so much money at this point, so I think we want to move across the river, and we want to inch forward and then use the MiGs to cover us. So let's attack over here and try to hold this side, and then I want to hotkey my air support. I presume that we could make multiple airfields to have even more of these. The other thing, too, is we could drop mines, and I want to use this artillery barrage as well to see how that works.
Unit lost.
That was sad. Yeah, infantry just evaporates. That's why it's hard to tell if it's worth the money in some cases. Their tanks are pretty powerful. Why did my units not move? Go! It's like they started moving and then stopped, and then a bunch of GLA tanks came in and smoked them. So, let's just change our rally points up here. Let's get some Gatling tanks and more battle masters, and then just more tank hunters. It seems like tanks are going to cause us the biggest problem. We can run over enemy troops, and it seems like our MiGs are going to be really strong. Can we just sell this? Destroy the GLA base. Yeah, I know, buddies. We could also make production structures further up, but as we've learned, it's expensive to do that.
Command, we have crossed the river.
Okay.
Unit lost.
There's more supplies over here, actually. It would probably be worth my while to send a dozer over here to build another supply center. It should pay for itself. So let's do this. And if we could take this zone... So let's just send our MiGs out to this general area and see how long it takes them. It takes them a while to launch, but if we could get them over here, they'll hit the garrison buildings. Nice, okay. And then I think that's napalm as well, yeah. So I want to be using these, if I can just use these to if I can use these to proper effect. Meanwhile, we just keep making more battle masters and tank hunters. I think as long as we have a couple Gatling tanks, I'm really not that concerned about infantry. Okay, let's build another supply truck, and that's all my money right now. So we're gonna wait. And I feel like finally the training wheels are have been finally taken off. If this is their supply center, I kind of want to try my artillery barrage. Well, that was a waste. Unless these units move back into this area. It's interesting how that reveals it, though. One thing I could see being worthwhile... Oh, you could see them on the minimap. Here they come. That's cool. It's a very long delay, though. It's going to be hard to use that tactically. Okay, let's make more battle masters, I think. They are able to counter my tanks pretty effectively, though. We want to move up and try to take this out. I can see if you use the aircraft to give you vision, and then you launch artillery. Once you can see what's there, it'd be really, really good. Speaking of that, why don't we just lay a bunch of mines right here?
Unit lost.
China's Air Force.
I'm not sure what my Air Force just used their shots on. I'm waiting for the mines to show up. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna start fighting our way through this city center. It's weird. You have to fight through these sections. To be honest, it's very tight, and the pathing doesn't seem great. One thing that I've noticed with this game is that the movement seems very sluggish, but the attacking, like the actual combat, is really, really fast. Nice. Okay, so we're drawing them into our mines. But yeah, the combat happens super quick, but the the movement is very slow. Like all your units have sort of an acceleration period, so it's kind of irritating because you can't react as fast as you'd like to. I might grab I might look up what I need to do to change the height of the camera, because I think some people were saying that normally you want to stay zoomed out a little bit. I think that makes sense. Let's send our MiGs back out. More tank hunters. We have Gatling tanks here, which should protect us from infantry pretty effectively and just keep making battle masters.
Approaching GLA base now.
Here's their base. Finish them off.
Okay, I'm not sure what they're firing at. I think I should use them to like specifically target things, because currently it's like they're not working as effectively as I'd like. I do like the MiGs though, as long as I target them, and I really like the minefields. That's really cool. What you could do is like you drop the mines and you start poking into the enemy base, and then you. Their tanks are as good as ours, it seems like. Tank hunters seem very effective. It's just they can get run over, so they die very quick. We did cut off their resources, though. It seems like cooldowns are going to be... They're extremely powerful, and they have long cooldowns, so we just have to decide the best time to use them. We got a lot of stuff here. I think we want them to come down here. We're going to leave my units right here while we wait. Here they come.
Unit lost.
I don't even think I saw them attack. There we go. Okay, so that's working effectively now. These units are just sitting here. Go! I know I auto-attacked with everything at one point, and then they just stopped moving. This would be perfect for a minefield, actually. So what I'm going to do... Well, I don't have minefields up, but I want to back up, and we might want to start garrisoning troops so that we can lure... Like, this is a huge amount of stuff. If we had artillery, this would be perfect. Where did they get all this stuff from? That's bananas. So we're going to send airstrikes back out to this general area. Oh, they're still landing. Okay.
Unit lost.
Okay, well, we have a lot of stuff here. It's like the amount of units that they just like sort of started hobbling towards us with. That was pretty big. I'm trying to use these air forces to the best of my ability, but they started coming in with a lot of stuff. Okay, we're coming in with more tanks, reinforcements here. I'm just gonna get some Red Guard because they're relative. Oop! It's so weird that escape doesn't cancel that stuff out.
Lost.
There we go. Air support coming in. Looks like we took out a reasonable amount of their stuff. We're gonna have mines up pretty soon. I have to get out of the habit of auto-attacking on the mini-map, though. I'm struggling to get out of that habit. Again, they really had a lot of units here. I guess we'll get a couple flame tanks, not too many. And then just lots of battle masters. Okay, I'm gonna head back out with the MiGs. I have only anti-armor here right now. We need to back up.
Unit lost.
Okay. Yeah, the aircraft isn't being as effective as I would like. It's like you have to micro each plane individually, so I'd have to hotkey them all separately. We do have mines, and I also can have vision. It's like I can see where their stuff is. Like, what if we did this? Yeah, I like how you can see the shells on the minimap. That's very strange. Let's see how this goes. Nice! Oh, that's so good!
Unit lost.
Okay, meanwhile, what we're going to want to do, I think, is lay down a minefield right here so that we can kind of do the same thing again. As they come towards us, we can draw them into the minefield. Again, I don't know if I'm missing some key to how this is...
Lost.
You're, like, kind of meant to play this.
We defend China's airspace.
Okay, well, that was lucky timing right there. It seems like those mines are really good. So part of it is just me understanding what each of these things do and like how worth it is it to build certain things.
Lost.
Again, still learning that. That's a lot of battle masters. I think I need Gatling tanks, and I built a couple flame tanks, but they probably already were destroyed. I can't tell though. I guess two can play at this game of running over infantry.
Unit lost.
There's my flame tank. Let's just keep sending my... I don't see any downside to just sending out my...
Unit lost.
Sending out my planes, like, as frequently as possible. Because we're hitting stuff every so often. Okay, so we want to move back up. We want to kind of stay up near this front city center. If we have to back up, we've got mines. We've got MiGs that are flying in, and once they make their return... Once they make their return, we'll be able to fly out again and start kind of probing the enemy defense. It seems like once you... It might be worth the money to just use a MiG to scout something out. That way you can drop mines, you can use artillery barrage. As long as you had vision on it at one point, it works. So that's pretty interesting. Also, I realize we have Black Lotus. We should bring her... We should move her up. Oops, I just launched my planes, actually. Black Lotus, why don't you move up? We'll figure out in what circumstance we can use you.
Strapped in and ready.
Okay, and let's bring our MiGs down in this direction.
Unit lost.
Move up with this stuff. No mines or artillery up. Kind of seems like it's very tug-of-war-esque. Which again, like I was saying, I kind of like how this finally it feels like the training wheels have kind of been taken off here. And we just, it's like, oh, here's your tech tree. Figure it out. We have Gatling tanks here. We need these. Let's bring them up. I think we're losing MiGs. They must have defense in some fashion. We have more than enough money to replace them, though. Okay, lots and lots of tanks, and we're just going to keep rallying up. So these do run out, I had read. I do read all the comments. People have left all these tips and tricks, and I'm thinking, like, I don't think I'm going to need all this information, because this seems pretty easy. Not easy, but it seems not super hard. But I can see now how it's like, finally, now that the enemy can build a boatload of junk, it all makes sense now. One thing I was like, when am I ever going to need to know how to... Yeah, sure, come and take this building. What is this? Supply stash. Wait. I think we can steal from it. Do it. Okay, and then can we get our fighters in here, please?
Strapped in and ready.
Let's get them down here and start hitting these. Okay, we just took some money, and can we just steal the building while we're at it? Can we just steal all their buildings while we're at it, actually? Okay, oh, there's a Stinger site. Nice, but we did get rid of a cluster. See, they've got a lot of stuff here. What if we just drop mines, like, directly on them? Would this work? Because this kind of seems like bullshit if this works, but this would be perfect. Alternatively, I would lay them, like, here. The next step is to just start taking more and more of their buildings. So they can shoot down my mine layers, too. I think once they start moving, they're going to get smoked.
Unit lost.
I'm pretty sure. Or... Well, let's do it like this. And I'm not even going to move my units right now. I don't see a reason to. The key is, like, making sure you can see what you're attacking with these really high-powered things. So what is that plane doing? It keeps flying over. Yeah, okay, so they just took a lot of damage there. We stole this building. So let's attack over here and let's steal this one too. If someone wants to kind of clue me in on the proper way to use air forces, I basically have them all hotkeyed and then I auto attack so that they come in and support me whenever I need. But it's like if they run into other enemies along the way, it's gonna be a struggle. It seems like these hackers, Black Lotus, is really, really strong because she could just steal these buildings. And I think that means we're successful. I don't know why this thing is still flying around. But again, I feel like this mission gives me a good idea of what the game actually is, which is your global powers are extremely important. They're not just something to help you a little bit. They're something that will win for you, basically. On top of that, like the mines, way more value there than getting a mild upgrade for my Red Guard, that's for sure. So that's the kind of stuff we're learning. Also understanding how to use the air fleet properly. Like maybe I want to hotkey each of the planes separately so I can have them target like individual tanks or clusters of infantry. Because the napalm that it landed, we saw did really good damage. But if I auto attack with them, they'll all hit like one garrisoned building, and then they won't be there to support my actual units that I need them to help. Stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, we collected 95,000 supplies. We spent a lot of our money. And it still felt like, at the end there, we were mostly just relying on artillery strike. So either way, just interesting. It's an interesting game. I'm glad that this mission, again, kind of contextualized the game for me as opposed to the last two, which were tutorials. They were supposed to have set my expectations. My expectations were, this seems not complex. This seems easy. I know it's the first two missions, but like it didn't seem like there was a lot of depth here. But I think I'm starting to understand it a little bit now, which is good. Yeah, so we'll see what happens next time. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you then. Bye now.